From WCPO 9, it's a new day.
We have a special guest today that will be helping us celebrate 50 years of hip hop. And he is our area expert in hip hop, whether it's teaching hip hop education at the University of Cincinnati or leading Elementz Hip Hop and Cultural Arts Center. As its executive director, Damian Hoskins knows hip hop. And he is here to share more information about Elementz and help us celebrate. Well, welcome to a new day, Damian.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
It's so good to see you, and thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.
Now, tell us a little bit about Elementz and what exactly it does for the community.
Great question. So Elementz is a hip hop cultural arts center. It started roughly about 2001. And it was a response to the murder of Timothy Thomas. And the four founders basically wanted to provide space for the young people in the community to express themselves. And the art form with the lowest barrier of entry has always been hip hop culture. It's an American art form that's the most easily accessible.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, you have any upcoming classes or events going on to celebrate the 50th anniversary or just in general?
We are constantly engaging with young people in the community. We typically take all of our classes out to the schools that we support. We're in roughly about 15 schools in about 4 districts. We're in Cincinnati Public Schools, we're in Mount Healthy, we're even across the river in Covington Independent Schools. We're with some charter schools, and we work very, very closely with the CRC here in Cincinnati. So we take all of our classes and programming pretty much on the road so we can make sure that we're reaching the young people in our community.
And we're showing some B-roll of some of the students there.
That's right. Yep.
Just getting into it and dancing and break dancing and doing all kinds of things. Now, what do you think is Cincinnati's contribution to hip hop culture?
Elementz is probably the primary contribution. There have been several hip hop groups and hip hop artists that have come from the community. Great nationally known hip hop producers like DJ High Tech, who's worked on a national platform. But Elementz, in my opinion, has been the crown jewel of hip hop from Cincinnati that we've contributed to the culture more broadly. We have a lot of young artists. Some of them are on our staff. Noah Haas is an MC, a local MC. Camille Jones, who is one of our staff members, is a wonderful hip hop dancer. And then we go beyond the performance. We have De'Aris Hope, who is a videographer and started off as a DJ. And this basically just shows the breadth of hip hop culture, that it is also its performance, but it's also everything that basically supports the culture and actually is cross-sectorial. Hip hop is ever expansive. It touches not just the African American community, not just music and entertainment, but it touches just about everything.
It is worldwide.
Worldwide, global.
Now, I have a little game that I came up with, and I got Myra. Hello.
All right.
So we're gonna play a little game called Hip Hop or Not. So this will be fun.
All right.
I want to name an artist, and I'm going to name an artist, and you're going to tell me if they are hip hop.
Oh, this is tricky.
Or not. Right. So say for instance, we say LL Cool J.
Oh, always hip hop. Always hip hop.
Or not.
Oh.
Put up your sign.
Definitely hip hop.
Yes.
Definitely hip hop.
Hip hop.
An icon.
Yes, definitely. Okay. So for instance, let's try Busta Rhymes.
Hip hop.
Icon.
I love Busta.
Started off at Leaders of the New School, part of the Native Tongue family. For sure, Busta Rhymes is a hip hop icon.
Salt and Pepper.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
They are the female versions of Run DMC.
Oh.
The back and forth style,
Yes.
but definitely pioneers putting the female voice and the female perspective to the culture.
And Fly, by the way.
Very,
Oh,
very
of
fly.
course.
Taylor Swift, is she hip hop?
Nah.
She's more
No.
pop.
No.
Yeah, she's very
Start out
poppy.
country.
Yes.
Certainly not hip hop.
What about a Tribe Called Quest?
Come on. I actually just did a lesson at University of Cincinnati CCM on A Tribe Called Quest and the historical implications and of that group by themselves. They are the jazz infusion
Yes.
that crosses those boundaries and brings hip hop to a completely different genre and a different audience.
Okay.
That is so. And you know what? I just have one in. It is debatable.
Okay.
MC Hammer.
Actually, you know what? MC Hammer is hip hop.
Hip-hop.
Really?
MC Hammer is hip hop. Now he crossed over. He actually occupies a space called the thinnest slice, which means that people don't actually have to cross over to you. You don't cross over to them; they cross over to you. And MC Hammer was so big on a national level that people crossed over to him. Now, whether or not his lyrics were hip hop, that's debatable.
It is.
But he did a lot for the culture.
He did.
Lot for the culture.
He did. He did. Those balloon pants.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I had some.
Oh man,
So-
I did not have any.
Yeah, I didn't either. But he brought hip hop to the masses for sure.
Okay. Well, this was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
My
participating.
pleasure. I appreciate it.
And what is that website again for people who are interested in Elementz?
www.elements.org. Folks can come to volunteer. They can engage in our classes and support the work that we're doing to actually bring the culture to the community and expose our young people to college and career pathways in the creative fields.
This is great. Well, thanks so much for coming on
My
A New
pleasure.
Day.
Thank you for
This
having
has
me.
been fun.